Hello everybody, welcome back to Gifts Perfect Virtues. Today we're talking about the gift of counsel and how it perfects the virtue of prudence. To see that more clearly, let's talk about what happens when the Holy Spirit works in us through the gift of counsel. And after that, let's talk about what we can do to better welcome the Holy Spirit's action in this gift. What happens when the Holy Spirit works in us through the gift of counsel? In other words, what are the effects of the gift of counsel? There are 4 effects. First, it preserves from the danger of a false conscience. Second, it provides the solution to many difficult and unexpected situations and problems. Thirdly, it inspires superiors with the most apt means of governing others. And fourth, it increases one's docility to legitimate superiors. Such are the principal effects of the gift of counsel. In those cases in which immediate judgment is required, but there is neither the ability nor the opportunity to make the decision under the virtue of prudence, which works always in a human mode, we need the gift of counsel. For example, it is at times difficult to know how to equate suavity with firmness, how to reconcile the necessity of guarding a secret with the obligation to tell the truth, the interior life with the apostolate, an affectionate love with a perfect chastity. It's even more difficult for persons engaged in governing others, administration, in religion, in the family, in civil and economic life, to be able at every instance to do that which is prudent. In many circumstances, the prudent action will have to be the result of the operation of the gift of counsel. Now, what can you and I do to better work and welcome the Holy Spirit's action through the gift of counsel? How can we dispose ourselves? There's 4 things we can do. First, we must exercise profound humility. We must practice reflection and patience. Third, we must listen to God's voice habitually. And fourth, we must practice docility and obedience. Firstly, we must exercise profound humility in order to recognize our own weakness and ignorance, and thus to have recourse to the Holy Spirit for His light and His guidance. Second, we must practice reflection and patience. We should realize that in some circumstances, all possible human diligence is going to be insufficient, and that we need the Holy Spirit. He alone can perform the operation in us. But we must wait upon the Lord, who will help us in His own good time. Third, we must habitually listen to the voice of God, avoiding the noise and tumult of the world as much as possible, and cultivating mental prayer practiced in solitude and recollection. Fourth, we must practice docility and obedience, for there is nothing that prevents the Holy Spirit from operating in us as much as an independent spirit and an insubordinate spirit. Well, this concludes today's lesson. So as we used to say in the nursery, if ever you're on a search like Gretel and Hansel, you will surely need the gift of counsel. We never said that, but we should have.